All right, welcome back to the 11th episode of the Motor Review Podcast. I'm Julio, and I'm joined by Siraj and Jesus.
I'm mentally drained right now.
Me too.
And today's episode we'll
Physically
be
as
talking
well.
about Ford. Now, the timeline of it. In 1896, Henry Ford builds the quad bicycle, and Henry Ford's first vehicle rode on four bicycle wheels, and it was powered by a 4 horsepower engine. Instead of a steering wheel, the quad. Just because you're trained doesn't mean you can sit on the couch. Like, get out here before I put on The Conjuring 2 again. Anyways, technical difficulties, but
It's close to breaking.
The fucking quadricycle, the gearbox had only 2 forward gears with no reverse. Wow, imagine you can't reverse.
Bro, what?
Wait, what
Oh,
was
you
it?
like walk it back, you know?
Yeah, you have to walk it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like a motorcycle.
basically yeah.
Quadricycle.
The quadricycle. Yes,
So an ATV.
No, it's a quadricycle, dog.
Yeah. it's
It's a
Right.
4-wheel
Oh, yeah.
bike.
you know
Get it
it
right.
was made in 1896.
Loser.
In 1901, Ford designed the 26 horsepower sweepstakes and defeated Alexander Wintons in the 70 horsepower Bullet in 10 laps around the 1 mile oval of the Detroit Driving Club. The victory led to Henry Ford's second short-lived attempt at a auto manufacturer, the Henry Ford Company. And then in 1907, Ford introduces the scripted typeface of its trademark.
Typeface, what?
Huh?
What? Scripted. Oh,
Of
like
its trademark. Yeah.
It's
It's yeah,
Like the
it's-
logo.
It's a
thing.
logo, yeah.
Like the oval.
yeah, the shape I'm making with my fingers. Can't you see that?
That no one can see.
That no one can see.
In 1908, Henry Ford's Model T put the world on wheels with a simple, affordable, durable automobile. Ford sold 15 million Model Ts before ceasing production in 1927, making it one of the best-selling vehicles of all time and arguably the most famous car in the world.
Which makes sense because it was like
It's pretty good.
the first mass-produced automobile.
That's like a SUV truck kind of thing, right?
The Model T.
It's like a
Here,
pimp
I
mobile.
can show you right now.
It's a pimp
This is the
mobile.
Model T right here. Yes, that I have.
Yeah, you pimp bitches in that. I'm being for real.
For real.
For
reals.
Reallys. Okay, in 1908, the same year, there was only about 18,000 miles of paved roads in the U.S. To deal with the primitive roads, Ford used a light and strong vanadium steel alloy for critical parts. At the time, most of the automobiles in existence were luxury novelties. Rather than affordable transport, but to appeal to the mass market, Ford vehicles had also had to be reliable and easy to maintain. Fortunately for millions of new drivers, it was, which was good on them. And
Also, do you know how much of a bitch it is to drive a Ford Model T? Have you seen the videos?
I've not.
You have to just do turn on the car. You have to go outside. You have like a little like
Oh, you have like the
Like,
hand crank.
the hand crank. You know, like
Yeah.
this. Until
Oh
like,
my god!
Okay,
I think it's
not only
wrong.
that, and then like to put it into gear. Give like
you go push the start on this
you gotta push it on the bitch. But anyways, to put it into gear, you have like buttons. But like where your foot is, like next to the gas, you have to press it like a little bit of time for it to get like geared.
I can just imagine you coming out of your fucking vehicle, just give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, hold on. We about to go. We about to go downtown. Like, hold on. I gotta go.
Gotta give it a big old swing.
Big
You have the bigger wheel.
Big old crank.
More crank in that turn.
In 1917, Ford introduces its first ever truck. The Ford Model TT was a truck based on the Model T car, but with a reinforced chassis and real axle. This early pickup was rated at 1 ton. Thank you, Jesus. All right.
Thank you for your phone down.
In 1922, Ford purchases the Lincoln Motor Company.
Oh, they purchased me.
Yeah, they did. And in 1925, Ford begins production of the Ford Tri-Motor airplanes. Ford's was nicknamed
What was their nickname?
was nicknamed the Tin Goose, a reference to the Model T's nickname as the Tin Lizzie. The Tin Goose was one of the first airplanes used by America's early commercial airlines, combined with Ford's reputation, application of assembly line techniques, and investments in Ford Airlines. The plane helped spur the creation of the commercial airline industry, and to further accelerate the industry's development, Ford offered the planes 35 patents free of royalties, including his patent for the navigational radio beam. Thank you. In 1927, Ford began selling the 1928 Model A.
Hell yeah.
While the Model T dominated the auto industry from 1908 to the early 1920s, by the middle of the decade, there was a fierce competition from automakers. After the 15 millionth Model T drove off the assembly line on May 26, 1927, Ford had closed all plants all over the world to spend 6 months retooling factories and perfect design of a new car.
Okay, little bit of a thing about Model A. These cars are the canvas for hot rods.
Really?
People buy like rusted shells, right?
Mhm.
They'll chop they'll chop the roof a little bit, put it down, slam it, put the wheels like spaced out and everything.
Oh, that's all you
Like
need.
a new chassis. They'll put it like a variety of edges. There's even some with a 2JZ with them in it.
That's all you need, honestly. That's all you need in life.
That's all you need in life.
Just a rat road.
Ford called the new car the Model A, commemorating Ford Motor Company first car, the 1903 Model A. The car was the first vehicle to sport the iconic blue oval logo, and it involved innovation features like a safety glass windshield. And by 1931, Ford had sold over 5 million Model A's despite the difficulties of the Great Depression.
Dang,
Yeah.
they're making money.
Yeah. In 1932, Ford introduces the flathead V8 engine. As with the new Model A, Henry Ford shut down all other production operations to work on this new innovation project. A great effort and expense, the company engineered a way to cast the first commercially successful V8. The flathead was a hit, and it was affordable, versatile, and introduced just as the American market was becoming fascinated with ever more powerful engines. It remained in production for over 22 years, and to this day, the flathead remains extremely popular with hot rodders. All right, in 1936, Ford began selling the Lincoln Zephyr line. Much like the Mercury brand, Lincoln Zephyr was designed to sell at the sell point between the Ford V8 Deluxe and the high-end luxury cars offered by Lincoln. Lincoln Zephyr's sleek, aerodynamic
I looked
shapes
this up.
helped make the brand a sales success. But when auto production ceased during World War II, the Zephyr name was dropped as well.
Why?
In 1941, Ford begins producing Jeeps for the U.S. military. In 1942, Ford decides to focus on military equipment rather than civilian auto production. In 1948, Ford introduces the F-Series line of trucks with its first post-war truck design. Ford ceased building trucks on car platforms and used a purpose-built truck platform instead. The truck was available in 8 sizes and weight ratings, from half a ton capacity on the F1s to the 3-ton capacity on the F8. In the 1953, Ford replaced. What the fuck is going on? Wait, okay. Instead, Ford replaced the F1 with the half-ton F100, along with the F250 quarter-ton trucks and the F350 one-ton trucks in 1984. The F100 was replaced by the F150 line of trucks, and since 1982, the F-Series.
I would like to drive a Ford F-150.
I'm gonna play a video of that after.
Oh, one F50. All right, if it has been the best-selling vehicle in the U.S.
I don't like Ford F-150.
I like the Raptor.
A Raptor.
That's it.
I'm gonna get a TRX.
TRX.
1949, Ford introduces the Ford. Yeah, it introduces the Ford.
Ford F-150.
Ford F-150.
No, it's for now. It just introduces the Ford.
Ford introduces
The Ford.
The Ford.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Ford?
yeah.
What is the Ford?
Oh.
If you look at the car timeline, you'll see in 1930. On this side, you'll see 1932 the Ford.
Oh,
The
Ford.
Ford. Yeah.
Oh, the Ford V8.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Is it a car or is it like an
that's like it's like an engine, like the most popular used V8.
Oh, that thing's ugly.
What? I actually kind of like it.
It's like a Pimp-mobile. I pimp someone.
I'll pimp some on it. The 1949 Ford was the first all-new American car designed to come out of Detroit after World War II, with its wine Right. Its wind tunnel tested aerodynamic shape, integrated pontoon fenders, an airplane inspired spinner grille, and an updated V8. The new car was a radical and a change as the 1928 Model A. In 1954, Ford introduces the Thunderbird. The T-Bird emphasized comfort and convenience over sportiness with its design, or with its performance and design, and distinctive porthole windows. The car would also become a classic later on. And the same year, they begin crash testing its vehicles.
It's ironic because John F. Kennedy was shot when he doesn't die.
Can
What?
you-
It's true. It's true though.
He was shot. He was shot in a Ford. What do you mean?
You're a good loser.
He was shot in a. All right then.
Hey man, it's his fault for going.
Okay, bro. All right.
You should have saw that. Sniper there.
Should have seen.
You should have saw the sniper there, bro. Come on.
Should have seen it.
In 1957, Ford introduces the Edsel. Introduced as a recession was beginning in the United States, the Edsel was simply the wrong car for the wrong time. However, the car's highly unique styling makes it a valuable collector's car to this day.
What car was it?
This car, the Edsel.
Edsel. Oh, it was named after Ford. Edsel Ford.
Ford?
Yeah.
It was named after Ford?
Yeah. Edsel Ford.
No way.
Which
It's this big behemoth of a car. That thing.
Holy.
That looks nice.
Now that's a Pitmobile.
That's a different bill.
And in 1964, the Ford Mustang goes on sale, the poster child himself. The Mustang came to define the pony car class with its combination of a long hood, short deck, affordable price, and customization options.
That shit's old.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That is old.
Yes.
Jesus. When was that?
1964. The Mustang was a huge success, and today it remains one of the fastest-selling cars in history, with its role in movies like whatever that says, and songs like Mustang Sally.
Whatever that's.
Bullet.
Bullet.
You don't know what Bullet is?
No.
I'm putting you on next time.
You can put it on when we watch The Conjuring. Like Foley.
It's on your time.
That's all your time. Songs like the Mustang and Sally. Yo, Mustang and Sally, the fucking zombies. No? 1911 when you pack a punch that shit.
Oh!
Oh, that's a reference.